Okay.
Hi, I'm Christina.
And I'm Randy. Are you ready for an adventure?
Come see our journey today as we visit Desert Hills Memorial and see Sonny Bono.
And Frank Sinatra.
And Suzanne Somers.
Using downtown Los Angeles as a reference point, we travel about 116 miles to Desert Memorial in Cathedral City. If you referred to Palm Springs, it would be about 8 miles east of the downtown Palm Springs area. The Desert Memorial Cemetery is not too far from the Interstate 10 highway. At Desert Memorial Cemetery in Cathedral City, we pay our respects to about 20 famous people. If you could, please like and subscribe and tell a friend about our channel. We sure would appreciate it. If you missed what I said, we're at Desert Memorial Cemetery, this time near Palm Springs. Sonny Bono, 1998.
And the beat goes on.
He was an American singer, songwriter, actor, and a politician. In partnership with his second wife, Cher, he formed the singing duo Sonny and Cher. He was a member of the Republican Party. He served as the 16th mayor of Palm Springs, California from 1988 to 1992. He died when he hit a tree in Heavenly Valley at Lake Tahoe while he was snow skiing, that's right. And he served as a U.S. Representative for California's 44th District from 1995 until his death in 1998.
Next to his Mama Jean.
Earl H. Hagen. Earl Hagen was an American composer who created music for films and television, and you would undoubtedly know many of his television theme songs. He composed the music for Andy Griffith's Show, Dick Van Dyke, Gomer Pyle, That Girl, and
Mod Squad and Eight Is Enough.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. I'll tell you, the weather is not doing this place well, but yeah, the markings are really great for this cemetery as far as being able to find a grave. But on the other hand, very difficult to see the graves because the grave markers are in such bad shape.
They're weathered.
From the intense heat in the weather. We are currently at the grave of Betty Hutton. She was an American stage, film, and television actress, comedian, dancer, and a singer. She starred in the MGM movie Annie Get Your Gun, and she played Annie. In 1959-1960, she starred in her own television show, The Betty Hutton Show. It was canceled because bad ratings. It was up against the Donna Reed Show, so she got knocked off the air. But she actually has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Her career faltered following a series of personal struggles including chronic depression, alcoholism, and prescription drug addiction. Chris Alcaide was an American film and television actor, and he mostly appeared on television westerns. Shows that included Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Rawhide, Wanted Dead or Alive, Trackdown, Laramie, Death Valley Days, Tales of Wells Fargo, Maverick, and Zane Grey Theater, and The Rifleman. He passed away from cancer at the age of 80. Now we come to the grave of William Powell. He was an actor known primarily for his film career. He was under contract with MGM and was often paired with Myrna Loy, where he starred in 14 films with her. During his career, he got 3 Academy Award nominations, but he had no wins. He was previously married to Carol Lombard, and he was unofficially engaged to Jean Harlow. He died in Palm Springs at the age of 91 from pneumonia.
He also has a star in the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
And
He's well remembered for his part in the last film he did, which was Mr. Roberts, where he played Doc in 1955. And he was a huge drunk.
We don't have to. No.
Oh, we don't have to.
Huge fan of spirits.
Oh, huge fan of spirits. Yeah, that too.
Then we have his son.
Yeah, his son. Okay. Oh, his son was a writer for Bonanza. He also wrote for 77 Sunset Strip and Rawhide in Death Valley Days. At the age of 43, he committed suicide. He stabbed himself repeatedly in the shower. Bill Goodwin. He was the announcer for the Burns and Allen Show and also for the Bob Hope Show later on. He was an American radio announcer and an actor. Upon his departure from the Burns and Allen Show, he was replaced by Harry Von Zell. He was found dead in his car at the age of 47 after having a massive heart attack. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his work in radio. Like most cemeteries, it's a nice, quiet place to be able to reminisce. Brad Dexter was an American actor and a film producer. He is best known for his tough guy and Western roles.
Played Harry Luck on The Magnificent Seven.
Oh yeah, The Magnificent Seven.
He made in many other movies and TV shows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was kind of a bit player, but he had a pretty good part in The Magnificent Seven. His friendship with Frank Sinatra began when Dexter helped save Sinatra from drowning on May the 10th, 1964 during a production of the World War II film None But the Brave. A grateful Sinatra made him vice president of Sinatra Enterprise. Cameron McDowell Mitchell.
Appeared in over 300 movies and TV shows.
An American film and television actor for 55 years. One of his most successful parts came from playing Buck Cannon on the NBC Western series High Chaparral. Cameron Mitchell was not a drinker, but he played the drunken cowhand Buck Cannon. The show High Chaparral aired from 1967 and 1971. Cameron Mitchell died from lung cancer July 6, 1994 at the age of 75. William Asher was a television and film producer, film director, and a screenwriter. He was one of the most prolific early television directors, producing and directing over 24 series. Asher's best-known work was Bewitched, and he was married to Elizabeth Montgomery. He directed the beach movies with Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon, like Beach Blanket Bingo, that kind of movie. And he was probably the director at the time that Christina was in Bewitched.
Probably was.
He was, I'm sure. Now we come to one of the most visited graves in this cemetery. Frank Sinatra, and somebody left him one of his favorite drinks, Jack Daniels. It was so popular with Frank Sinatra that Jack Daniels actually made him his own blend of whiskey. He also has 3 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in all different categories. His biggest selling hit song was My Way. In his life, Frank Sinatra won 35 different awards, including an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in the movie From Here to Eternity in 1953. He also won 5 Grammys. He had 1 Golden Globe win for Best Actor in Pal Joey. The night after Sinatra's death, the lights on the Empire State Building were turned blue.
Frank Sinatra. Gotta love his music. Look, somebody put a golf ball right here and a little bottle of Jack. Then you have his wife, Barbara.
Barbara married Frank in 1976. It was his 4th and final marriage. When he passed, he left her 3 mansions and $3.5 million in assets.
And then from here, if you go down towards the road, you have his mother, Natalie.
Natalie died in a plane crash en route to Las Vegas in 1977. She was 80 years old. Everyone called her by her nickname, Dolly.
And then his dad. Anthony Martin Sinatra.
Anthony Martin Sinatra was a Hoboken city fireman, professional boxer, and a bar owner. Frank's father died at age 76. Chili Rizzo was a restaurant owner and an entertainer. Rizzo's longtime friend Frank Sinatra frequented the lounge on a regular basis. Rizzo later became one of Sinatra's chief aides. Rizzo was killed by a drunk driver in Rancho Mirage, California on his 75th birthday, May the 6th, 1992. Says he was the best. Well, he's right down the way from Frank. Busby Berkeley was an American film director and musical choreographer. Berkeley devised elaborate musical production numbers that often involved complex geometric patterns. They normally included large numbers of showgirls and props as fantasy elements. Berkeley was a heavy drinker. He was responsible for an automobile crash in which 2 people were killed and 5 seriously injured. He went to trial 3 times for this incident and was acquitted all 3 times. He died at the age of 80 in Palm Springs, California. Jolie Gabor was a Hungarian-born American jeweler and socialite. She was also Jaja and Eva Gabor's mother. She opened a successful costume jewelry business in New York City in 1946 with $7,200 that she borrowed from her daughters. The third sister, Magda, she's right next to Jolie Gabor. Magda was in one movie and had some television credits. She was married 6 times. She was widowed twice, divorced 3 times, and 1 marriage was annulled. All unions were childless. And she was becoming famous, but she ended up tripping over her dog, and she had a stroke because of it, and it left her with a speech impediment to the point where she couldn't form her words properly, and it hurt her career terribly. The weather has not done any justice to this gravestone. The gravestone reads, Maurice McDonald, 1902 to 1971. One of the McDonald's brothers, best known for founding the food chain McDonald's. The 2 brothers opened the original McDonald's restaurant in 1940 in San Bernardino, California, where they created the speedy service system to produce their meals, a method that became the standard for the fast food industry. After hiring Ray Kroc as their franchise agent in 1954, they continued to run the company until they were bought out by Ray Kroc in 1961. Richard Rick McDonald and Maurice Mac McDonald are the true founders of the McDonald's Corporation. So one of our favorite things is to search the graveyards when we're paying our respects to these celebrities. When you go to a graveyard out in the desert, you better be careful and watch out for coyotes. Bill Miller, they call him Mr. Entertainment. He's best known for serving as the entertainment director for several large casino hotels in Las Vegas from the 1950s to the 1970s. He also pioneered the Las Vegas lounge concept. He booked many of the top acts for Las Vegas, including Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Sammy Davis Jr., Joey Bishop, Mae West, and he helped launch the career of Sonny and Cher. He worked at the International Hotel where he booked Barbra Streisand and Elvis Presley. He retired in 1970. Then we come to the grave of Frederick Loewe. He was a composer that collaborated with Alan J. Lerner on a series of Broadway musicals, including Brigadoon, Paint Your Wagon, My Fair Lady, and Camelot. And Gigi. He decided to retire and moved to Palm Springs in 1960.
How do the songs go?
I'm getting married in the morning.
There you go.
That's the kind of songs he wrote. Somebody left Suzanne Somers a Christmas ornament. Suzanne Somers was an American actress, an author, and a businesswoman. She played the television roles of Chrissy Snow on Three's Company and Carol Foster Lambert on Step by Step from 1991 to 1998. Suzanne Somers wrote more than 25 books, including 2 autobiographies, 4 diet books, and a book of poetry. She played the role of Chrissy Snow on Three's Company from 1977 to 1981. Come and knock on my door. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't resist.
You are just completely hilarious.
While 14 of her books were bestsellers and most were focused on health and well-being, doctors criticized her promotion of bioidentical hormone replacement therapy and alternative cancer treatments. Suzanne Somers died at her home in Palm Springs on October 15th of 2023, one day before her 77th birthday. Her death was attributed to breast cancer.
Thigh Master.
And the Thigh Master. We don't want to forget her promoting Thigh Master. Harold Pete Reiser, nicknamed Pistol Pete, was an American professional baseball outfielder and coach who played in the Major League during the 1940s and early 1950s. While known primarily for his time with the Brooklyn Dodgers, Reiser later played for the Boston Braves, Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Cleveland Indians. He's been included in books as being one of the 100 greatest baseball players of all time. He helped the Dodgers win the pennant in 1941. A Dodger fan in front of a Dodger. Right by a dead tree. Harold Pete Reiser, better known as Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete was a Dodger, actually a Brooklyn Dodger, regarded as one of the top 100 baseball players of all time.
But never made it into the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Never made it into the Hall of Fame. Harold Pete Reiser.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed our vlog, please subscribe.
And ring that notification bell.
And give us a like. It lets us know you care.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.